Hello, my name is Iles and Happy New Year! Welcome back, and again, Happy New Year and a Merry Christmas to you as well. I hope you had a fantastic time with your family over the Christmas holidays, and so this video is a combination of wishing you a Happy New Year, but also at the same time a bit of a channel update. So I really hope you enjoy it, and let's get straight into it. So for long-term viewers, you might recognise my Roman office, which is from Arbea Roman Fort in South Shields, and is a wonderful museum that I love supporting. But I use it obviously for a little bit of more of a relaxed background. You'll notice that for many of you, when you're used to my videos, I'm normally standing up, really animated, that sort of stuff. I wanted something a little bit more personal, a little bit more sat down, relaxed, just to talk to you about the channel, where I want to go, and things like that over the next year. So please just sit down, grab yourself a cup of tea, and let's just chat for a wee bit, and I hope that you'll enjoy that. I'd also like to mention that you may notice my voice is slightly different. I've got a little bit of a cold. Sometimes you can't help that, so that's just something that I hope doesn't take away from the enjoyment of the video, but that you'll just press through nevertheless. So the last year has been a fantastic one here on the channel. In the last year, 76,500 views of my video have occurred, 4,400 hours have been watched, and 1,200 of you have joined the channel. Now I know compared to other channels that is a very small number, but for me that's a win. So I'm very, very pleased, and if you've joined us in the last year, welcome. Thank you so much for joining, and it's just meant a lot that more and more people are coming along, and it's just great to see that people are enjoying what I'm producing. With that in mind, I just wanted to talk about where I want to go in 2023. Many of you will know I started this channel in 2016 as a sort of a channel where I could put up videos from my tourism company, Iles Tours, and basically it was just to show off some tours, short videos that people could enjoy, and when they enjoyed them they could just watch those videos and get a sense of what they were going to experience on the tour. So with that in mind, I created this channel, and then it didn't really take off until the COVID lockdowns in Britain. When the COVID lockdowns came, obviously I couldn't work as a tour guide, so I started doing historical videos here, and from there over the last 2 years the channel's really grown to the point where right now we're sitting at about 2,109 people who are subscribed to the channel, which is massive for me. The fact that 2,000 of you sit down and listen to me is huge, and thank you so much, and I really appreciate that. With that in mind though, I do think the channel needs to have a little bit of a tweak. And I just want to reassure you that I'm going to stay focused on historical content. The channel isn't going to change. I'm not going to change the way I present. I'm not going to change the content I produce. I still want to produce more in-depth historical content that is focused on the areas I love and maybe the little known history. But at the same time, you always need to tweak and improve. Ultimately, YouTube is a business, and I want to actually do more stuff to grow this business. And I've been looking basically at the comment section, and often there's a common comment that comes back over and over again. This channel is very underrated. This is amazing content, but not enough people are seeing it, or, oh, this is amazing, I'm so glad I've discovered it, but oh, I wish more people knew about you. Over and over again that gets commented. So the thing for me over the next year is a focus on growth. I want to grow the channel, I want to make sure more people see it, and that means I have to play a little bit of the YouTube game. Now, just to sort of explain that, in my spare time, I love watching videos just to chill out, and I quite enjoy computer games, and I quite enjoy, I'm a little bit of a geek, so that sort of thing. And some of you may know him, some of you not, but there's a British YouTuber called the Spiffing Brit. And he basically looks at computer games and finds ways of exploiting the bugs or the problems within the game so that you can have really powerful, powerful builds within what you're doing in the game. You can, break the game, break the system, and just jump forwards from there. With that in mind, I'm not going to suddenly try and break YouTube, but he does suggest some really good things to improve your channel, and I'm going to try and implement them a bit more. I have not been great on putting titles that drag people in and get them to click on the video, or I need to improve some of my thumbnails and also the descriptions of the video. Those three things really help a video to be seen by people, and so I really over the next year want to get better at that, improving those things so more people come in, more people see the video content, and ultimately the channel grows. So I just wanted to speak to long-term viewers. if you see those changes, the content isn't changing. The way I'm doing things isn't changing. I'm going to obviously try and improve, be more concise, add more pictures to the videos, all of those sort of things, but I'm not changing what I do. I want to produce the same sort of content for you that I've always produced so that you can enjoy it, so that you can be engaged with history and it can go from strength to strength. I'm not going to start doing titles like, you know, top 10 Soviet war crimes or stuff like that to sort of drag you in. That's not what I'm doing, you know, and if someone does a channel like that, well done to them. YouTube is a business. They need to, you know, provide for themselves, provide for their families, and that's cool. I'm not judging any channel like that, but at the same time, I want to do something that's going to grow my business, grow what I'm doing here, and also engage and provide history for you guys as well. So that's where I'm going. Following on from that, I would also like to mention, I also have a Patreon and a Ko-fi account. I'm going to do this really quickly, but I have a small core of amazing Patreons who provide income just out of the kindness of their hearts. And I really am thankful to them. And if you would like to join that, the description always has the link to the Patreon and the Ko-fi accounts. There is never any pressure for me to do this. If you want to do it, thank you so much. If you financially can't do it anymore, stop it. I don't want you to be in a bad position. I want you to have great lives. I want you to be financially secure. I want you to enjoy life. So if you never feel pressure from me, if you ever feel pressure from someone online, don't do it. It's not right. And I want to just be very clear at that right from the start, that this is not a begging game or anything like that. It's just, if you want to, you can. If not, don't worry about it. And if you have anything that you think would be nice to see on a Patreon or anything like that, message me, because I'm always interested in improving what I provide for you guys as well. Moving into the next section, it's a bit more of a personal section of my life. I sometimes mention my family. So obviously many of you will know I'm married and I have a toddler, a daughter, but also in January I have a son joining us. And when he's joining us, obviously he could come at any point from now on. And so that means that I might be slightly distracted, as you can understand, which is a good distraction. I love the fact that I love my daughter. I'm looking forward to meeting my son. But just so you're aware, I might take a bit longer to respond to comments, or if I suddenly just, my spelling goes out the window or anything like that, there's probably a good reason for it. So just have a little bit of patience, and I really hope that you still enjoy the content I'll be putting out nevertheless. I'm also doing a degree in archaeology. You may have noticed some of the content on the channel has changed in the last couple of months, a little bit more focused on archaeology and things like that. I absolutely love the degree, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm hoping you're enjoying a bit more of the focused archaeology content as well. Just keep me posted about that. I don't want to get too much into it if you're not enjoying it, but it's something that I've really enjoyed as well, and so that's something that's coming through on the channel's videos. I just wanted to say a massive thank you to all of you. It's been an amazing journey, and I absolutely love sharing the history of the Northeast region, but also the other history I do as well with you as basically people who follow the channel as subscribers. Ultimately, I wanted to just say a massive thank you to everyone who follows the channel. You are all amazing. I love interacting with you all in the comments, seeing what you write, chatting to you, that sort of stuff, and getting inspiration for future videos as well. It's really made it much easier and much more fun to do YouTube, and so just a massive thank you to all of you. I also wanted to say as well that I wish you all the best blessings for 2023. I hope God is active and working in your lives and just doing amazing things for you, and that basically just it goes from strength to strength. I know times are hard at the minute, but I just really hope that for all of you as well. And so ultimately, just Happy New Year, look after yourselves, keep well, and I look forward to chatting to you soon.